The president just jumped up and said, "Oh, you provoke me. Why should I help the nation? Why should I help you? I'm contesting." It's on tape, what I'm saying.
Just be blunt.
I'm contesting. They're provoking me. When I was in opposition, I suffered. Go and suffer your own. Why should I make laws that favor free and fair election?
Wow.
If you don't want to vote, don't vote. Who said we must vote? You can sleep in your house. If it's only 3 people that vote for me, I win.
My God.
And he concluded, I say, politics is a game, and the game is sweet when you are winning.
Wow. Anyhow.
He said it. Can go and look for the tape.
Anyhow.
At that moment, he ceased to be head of state. Just like any other politician.
Oh, yes.
Without reflection.
Come down.
So that's the moment we started to go to the National Assembly to go and protest that the law should not be made. And we talked to the assembly members. Many of them are calling me now that you were right. When you say we should not pass that thing, I told them that if you think that all of you rush to APC, become a one-party state, you are not going to become a one-party state. Tinubu is going to have a one-man rule. And one-man rule is going to mean one man ruin the nation. So this is why we are now coming back to the people to say, don't say that your responsibility is to go on that day to go and thumbprint. If you cannot own the process, don't even bother to do it. Because there is no government doing it for you. Second reason, INEC, the institution that is given the constitutional and legislative power to conduct elections, we have been battling with them, correcting them, attending meeting. This year alone, my own party, I don't know of other parties, we've written 182 letters to INEC, each one reminding them of their duty, on top of other meetings. Even the people in INEC are tired of being INEC. If you give a Amukut sick leave now, if you ask to give you sick leave, you will ask for 3 years sick leave. Because the government is still the INEC. You just put them there as figureheads. And we are now trying, we're not just opposing INEC. Because when we started, we thought, oh, INEC people are just incompetent. When we started struggling with them, even if you take a letter to INEC, there are some letters they will see, they will take phone and call Villa. If they say don't collect, they don't collect. If they say collect and throw away, they collect and throw away. So they themselves need to be rescued. And unlike what President Tinubu thinks, that if you don't want to vote, it's up to you. The people will send a signal to the president. You cannot hijack the state. Because it wasn't the uniform of the military that we opposed. It was their shocking policy, anti-democratic policy. So if a civilian wearing double agbada and 3 caps on his head is doing the same thing the military did, we will oppose it. And that's why we said we will double the effort.
Una hear am? Tinubu not send our papa. He not send anybody papa. 1 million protests from 1 million VDM and 1 million Showore, add 1 million Falano, combine them together. Protests not dey shake Tinubu. What is it that scares him? Free and fair election. You heard him. What Prince Adebayo said. Tinubu asked him and all the other people present at that Iftar. Remember, this was during Iftar, where or when Muslims are at their humblest, at their calmest. Even Hamas and Hezbollah, they calm down during Ramadan. It was during the same Ramadan where Tinubu is supposed to be at his humblest as a devout Muslim. During Iftar, a dinner that you eat to break fast. He welcomed IPAC and told them, why should I give you laws that will give you free and fair election? You provoke me. You provoke me. If you don't want to go vote, sit down in your house. Does that sound like somebody who is interested in free and fair election? To you? Does that sound like somebody who is afraid of protest? Tinubu? Fear protest? These are the people who invented protest, quote and unquote. How do you teach your father how to marry a wife? Ha! Protest is giving you a sign. He's giving Nigeria a sign. There is only one thing that Tinubu fears: free and fair election. You know, I'm surprised that after making that revelation, the next thing that Prince Adebayo decided to do was to gather people to go to National Assembly. I'm surprised. Which National Assembly? The same National Assembly that is a department, an extension of Aso Rock Villa. The same National Assembly that they said when they were going to pass the new national anthem, or when they were going to approve one loan, that when Akpabio read the letter, some things were not clear. Akpabio had to excuse himself from the chambers of the Senate, from the red chambers, and quickly went to go and get confirmation from Tinubu in the Aso Rock Villa before he came back and they approved it or they passed the... That is the National Assembly that you want to go to tell them that they should amend the law. Oh God. For this Nigeria. And then you will finish that one. You will now say you want to go to INEC. You know, it shocks me when Nigerians make this step. Nigerian politicians, more than they think strategically. See, think psychologically. You see, this psychological thinking, it get power as spiritual. A day like juju. There's only one thing that Tinubu fears: free and fair election. And as it is now, he has put everything in place. The law is there to make sure he gets it, to strangle lazy opposition. And he intends to use it. Look at what has happened to the likes of ADC now. Accord, Zenith Labour Party, Action Alliance. Look at what has happened to them. He's ready to use the law, whatever legal means, to achieve what he wants. The only thing that can stop him is VoteWatch. And VoteWatch is a very simple solution that Tinubu does not have an answer for. Very simple. If you understand blockchain technology, you understand distributed systems, then you have an idea of what VoteWatch is. If you understand how a fighter jet like the F-35 Raptor or the B-2 Spirit, how they operate in stealth mode, ghost mode, they're not they see me, then you have an idea of how VoteWatch works. The only thing that can keep Tinubu awake at night, that can trouble him, not be all these protests when they talk, not be all this beg when they beg INEC, not be all this beg when they beg National Assembly. These guys would not reform themselves out of power. They will not cease to use every means necessary within their disposal, hiding behind the law to ensure they get what they want. The only way to tackle them for the interest of Nigeria is VoteWatch. What do you want to achieve with protests at this time? After January, after February of 2027, after the governorship elections, you can protest. But between now and February 2027, please cancel every protest unless it is an awareness march or campaign to make Nigerians register their PVC or update their PVC. Unless it is an awareness march to create awareness for VoteWatch, to train people for PU Marshal. Anything apart from that, please forget it. You are helping Tinubu. You are helping Tinubu. Somebody says, oh, but the children are in captivity now. They are in the bandit custody now or captivity now. What if it's your children? The children will be released. And it will not be because of protest. But guess what? Before this or your children were kidnapped, there were other children that were kidnapped. And after the release of the Oyo children, other children will still be kidnapped under this APC. Before Major General Rabe Abubakar was kidnapped and killed, there were generals that were kidnapped and killed before him. After Rabe, there will still be generals that will be kidnapped and killed under APC. So if you dissipate all your energy to do protests for bring back our children, which they will release anyway because they will use it for campaign. They will use it for campaign. Did you not hear what Akpabio said? Akpabio had given you a hint. If you will not take the hint of T.Y. Danjuma, the hint of Commodore Omawumi, the hint that are available everywhere, take the hint of Akpabio. He said all of this insecurity that is going on now, it will stop after election. Meaning, as the number 3 man in Nigeria's succession plan that Akpabio is, he has security briefings that gives him information about these bandits and terrorists. He does. So if he tells you it's because of, it is because of the election. Now guess what? Is it because the opposition want to use insecurity to blackmail them out? Opposition not get that power. They are not that organized. The other time, what's his name? Ayo, she came to insinuate that it was Makinde that was responsible for the kidnap of those of your children to blackmail Tinubu, to sabotage Tinubu. He hinted. Good enough, he was corrected immediately. But guess what? There is no opposition in Nigeria today. Not Atiku, not Showore, not Prince Adebayo, not Peter Obi. There is no opposition in Nigeria today that has the sophistication, the capacity to organize security incidents to blackmail Tinubu. They're not born them. They're not they. So if there is insecurity in Nigeria today, it is the insecurity that the APC, that the Tinubu allowed. And they have their reasons why they can allow it. The people high up in the APC that are benefiting from the insecurity, it's a multi-trillion naira economy now. They know why they are allowing it. The bandits are not as brave as they are now because they have guns that Nigerian army does not have. Lie. They are brave because they know that the people high up in government are their backers. They are backing the terrorists. So they will use it for two things. Number one, to make money. You don't argue with security votes when there is insecurity. In this same insecurity, this Nigeria that we are in, defense spendings for security were not 100% mobilized. The budget performance was abysmal, but the office of the National Security Advisor got over 300% of what they budgeted for. You can't question security spending now when there is insecurity. So for a couple of persons high up in government, in APC, under this Tinubu administration, it is business for them. They don't care whose life is lost. Those are just collateral damage. So no opposition has the power, the capacity, the weaponry to destabilize Tinubu by staging insecurity. No opposition. If there's insecurity in Nigeria today, it's because the APC under Tinubu allowed it. And this is not just me saying, oh, Abacha is reputed to have said if insecurity continues beyond 24 hours, the government has hand in it. No, it's not about that. Empirical data. No opposition has that power. Tinubu go don't crush them now. 2 seconds. 2 seconds. So if there is insecurity today, guess what? APC allowed it. And in any case, who brought insecurity into Nigeria? APC. They're allowing it for a reason. To scare you during elections. To have bragging rights that, oh, 40 children or your children, they were rescued. And they will put it in their campaign. No say, you not get waiting, they not go put for campaign. This is not scaremongering. This is to inspire you to queue behind a solution like VoteWatch. That's the only solution that can stop Tinubu. Legally, legitimately. Forget all this talk about revolution. Where the guns won't come from. Now, Showore won't get gun where they want to withstand Nigerian army. Now who? Atiku? Who won't bring the money for the gun? Where the gun won't pass? Where you want to see the gun buy? To do a violent revolution? How? The army is well taken care of. So they're not going to cough. You know, see as they stop coup anyhow. Even a military person not going to find them easy to stop coup the way Tinubu has stopped coup in his regime. So the military are taken care of. How you want it to? The military is well decentralized and structured. So how? How? Oh, America will help you. And it depends on who will give America more of what they want. So between the opposition in Nigeria now and Tinubu, who can service the ego and the needs of America more? Who? If Tinubu serves Nigeria on a platter to Donald Trump, I swear, if there's a way Donald Trump will help him to rig, he will help. Because those guys, they care only about their own national security. So I beg una, in the name of God, take a cue from what Prince Adebayo has said. That Tinubu said, innocent on our papa. So all of these protests are a waste of time. Let's channel that energy to mobilizing for PVC and to support VoteWatch. That's all. Anything apart from that, you're begging judiciary. Hey, judiciary, eyes on judiciary. Now so we shout eyes on judiciary. The only thing we got was Apollo. In 2023. In fact, somebody said, eyes on the judiciary, eyes on the judiciary. At the end of the day, it was the more you look, the less you see. They almost chook out for our eyes. We should learn a lesson. We should learn you can't deal with Tinubu with gra. No. Now with brains, with smarts, with sense, with structure, moving like a ghost. That's how you can handle APC right now. All this gra revolution. They go tear gas now. They go tear gas now. I know what I'm saying. I almost died in end bad governance protests. And what did we achieve? What did we achieve? You're begging National Assembly, you're begging Akpabio to Akpabio that said that you guys can go and protest if you want. You'll be at home chopping rice and chicken. That Akpabio that knows how to send prayers to people. I beg. VoteWatch is the way, the truth, and the life. Q behind it. The link is in the description. The word is enough for the wise.